Hello everyone, this is Mukundan Raghavan, and in this video we are going to see how to set up our PySpark in our local machine. The first step is install Java. Some of us might wonder, why do we need Java? In reality, PySpark run on the Java virtual machine. Whatever the code we write in Python, it is only the wrapper. So that's the reason we need to install the Java. However, Spark also have some limitations. Not all Java version will be compatible with PySpark. We need to have Java 8, 11, 17, and some later versions. But better to use either one of these to have a stable functionality. Then in Python, we need to have Python 3.8 or greater than that. How do we get the Java? You will go to the official website oracle.com and you can look for the archive folders. However, I will be sharing this link to you and you can download this. When you try to download this, it might ask for the user creation. If you want to do that, just create a user and you can install your Java in your system. And it will download in your C program files Java. For example, I have JDK 17, 1.8 and others. But let's say I am going to use the 17. For that case, you need to go to the system variables because we need to set up the Java home. So system variables, system properties, environmental variables. And if you go to the system level, if you are in your local laptop and look for Java home, create a variable with all caps Java underscore home and the exact path of JDK of 17. So after saving this, you go to the terminal and look for Java. It will give all the options. That means that you have installed the Java successfully. In precise, if you want to see the Java version, Java-version, it is showing 17.0.1. So for Java, we have downloaded and we have set up the Java 17. The step 1 is completed. Now let's go to the step 2. Install Python. Most of us will have the Python already in our system. If not, again, we will go to the official website, download Python, python.org downloads. Then you can see all the versions. Since it can be anything greater than 3.8, you can install any latest version. Just to check that, again, go to the terminal. In terminal, type Python, enter. And here you can see I'm using the 3.10, which is greater than 3.8. Now we have Java in our system. We have set up our Java home. We have Python. And also it's suggested to add Python to your path variable. So if I go to the terminal again and type var Python. Since I have multiple versions, you can see multiple versions of Python are available. Take the local programs Python and just add it to the path variable. Adding path variable will be very simple again. System variables, environmental variables, and look for path. And in one of the location, you will be adding the Python. Here you can see 3.10 has been added here. Now coming back to step 3. So now we have installed Python, Java, and set up our system environment variables for both Java and Python. Now we are going to install the PySpark. Now again go to the terminal. Now I am going to type pip install PySpark. Since I have already installed, it's showing requirement already satisfied. In your case, it will take few minutes to install the PySpark. Now in this PySpark, it also installs both Apache Spark and PySpark, Python API. Now we are going to understand whether PySpark has been installed or not. But just for verifying the installation, we will try to execute this code. Now this code, you can try to save it into Python file and execute, or you can open any Python shell and execute. But we are going to install one more application called Notebook. So this will be very useful for our practices. We are going to install the Jupyter Notebook. Then we are going to execute the same code there. So what is Notebook? Notebook is a simple application where you can execute cell by cell of Python code. So rather than explaining, let's try to install that notebook and try to see. Pip install notebook. Now notebook also has been installed. Now how to start our notebook? So for that you will use the Jupyter notebook in the terminal. It will open your web browser and open the notebook for you. Now here you can create in multiple places your notebook. But let's say I'm going to create from the scratch, new, and click on notebook. It is considering the default Python available in your system. So select that. Maybe you can rename, you can have multiple options. However, this session is not for understanding the functionalities of Jupyter Notebook. But as of now, we will try to execute our code, what we have. We will try to understand this code at very high level. We are importing some libraries from PySpark, especially Spark session. Then with that, we will start our Spark session. Anything happens in the Spark that will happen within this session. But in this code, we are just trying to see what is the version has been installed from the Spark. So let's execute, and you can shift enter or you can click on run button here. The latest version that we have installed in PySpark is 4.0.1. So with this, we have installed our initial setup for Java, and we have set up the system variable Java home, and we have installed the Python, and we have updated our path variable for Python installation. And we have installed the PySpark by using the pip install PySpark. We had some code to test the installation. However, before that, we installed the Jupyter Notebook. In Jupyter Notebook, we have executed this code and we have seen the latest version has been installed in our system. So that's all the very basic setup for our PySpark and Java and Python. So this is all about this video, and always be a rainbow in others' cloud.